Hey guys, it's Comic Uno. I'm here with James Tucker, the producer of Justice League Throne of Atlantis. So could you tell us a little bit about the project?
Throne of Atlantis came about. We were doing Justice League War, and a lot of people noticed that we didn't have Aquaman in Justice League War. And so what they didn't know is we were saving him for this movie. So Throne of Atlantis is a spotlight on Aquaman in the context of a Justice League story. It's a very loose adaptation of the Jeff Johns story that followed Justice League Origins in the comic books. What else can I tell you about it? It's cool. It's I think probably features Aquaman's first origin story in animation, and it's a good Aquaman spotlight. I think fans of Aquaman will be pleased. I think fans who've been liking our movies so far will be pleased, and it was fun to bring Aquaman to a wider audience.
What is it like bringing a comic book story into an animated movie like this?
With that, it's always tricky because there's things you can't put everything that's in the story in a movie, because some things are all internal. Like, you know, you can have a character on the comic book page thinking something. You can't have that character doing that in a movie because no one will know what he's doing. So there's just little things, what to leave in, what to leave out. The movie's only 70 minutes, whereas a comic book can be infinite in time. So those are the kind of judgment calls we have to make when we're adapting stuff. But we knew we wanted to do a focus on Aquaman, so the things we changed about the original graphic novel were we made this an origin story. In the original graphic novel, you come into it already knowing who Aquaman is and already knowing everything about him. So we wanted to introduce Aquaman to people who had never seen his origin before, who didn't, unlike comic book fans, who didn't know how he came to be.
And why should fans be excited about this movie?
Because Aquaman is cool.
I agree.
That's your main thing. I mean, Aquaman has always kind of gotten slighted. Not always, I shouldn't say always, because, you know, when I was a kid and through the 70s, he wasn't slighted. He was on Super Friends, but, you know, the whole show was goofy. So later on, a few comedians started making fun of him, and that became the running gag for Aquaman. So he wasn't always a joke in people's eyes. He's a pretty cool character, and I hope this movie shows people who don't know that, gives them that information.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.